Back to follow-up segment tonight. A couple of weeks ago, Robert Accomando, 20 years old, was arrested as part of an internet sting set up with the help of Miss America. You may remember, Lauren Nelson assisted Suffolk County, New York police in luring adults who wanted to have sex with minors to a meeting place. She did this on the internet. When Accomando showed up, he was charged with attempted dissemination of indecent materials to minors. That is a felony in New York State. In all, 11 men were arrested in that sting. This now is Attorney John Powers, who is representing Mr. Accomando. Now, she didn't talk to him on the internet. Miss America didn't talk directly to him on the internet, I understand. But it was part of the package, and she was at the house when he showed up. And how this works is detectives or whoever talk with people suspected of trying to have sex with minors on the internet. They say, meet me here and we'll have sex or we'll do whatever. Now, your client shows up to the house. And just by showing up to the house, he's guilty as hell, is he not?
I would say no, Bill. Mr. Accomando wasn't charged with anything to do with the house in Bayshore. Mr. Accomando's charge was attempted dissemination of indecent material. Mr. Accomando's showing up at the home was purely for entertainment purposes.
Okay, stop. Entertainment purposes? What does that mean?
Absolutely. We look at the entire picture. America's Most Wanted is promoting a show.
Oh, you're saying it's okay. You're saying that America's Most Wanted set him up. I don't think there's any question about that. NBC News does it too. But Mr. Accomando took an invitation, from what I understand, and this is what the charges are, from an underage, who we thought was underage, minor, to go and engage in obscene activity. Now, you don't just show up at a house. You just don't show up there, counselor.
Well, we don't know that, Bill.
What do you think? He's over there going to clean the rug?
Well, we're entitled to discover material, and we're not entitled to that until May 14th.
I don't want to convict the guy on... You can get your discovery, and if he's innocent, we'll say it. But come on. He shows up at a designated location. All the cops in Miss America are there. Do the math. Now, this is a loser, this guy, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Okay, because he's your client, but he's
not just
very poorly educated.
Not just because he's my client. Mr. Accomando suffers from a mental defect, neurofibromatosis, which manifests itself. He's a preteen mentally, Bill. His ability to judge and the ramifications of his actions are greatly diminished. Now, you made a good point. It's a setup, okay? We don't know, however, what causes Mr. Accomando to arrive at the home. That remains to be seen. Well, if someone has this material,
but the fact is, he shows up at a sex sting place.
He shows up at a location.
I'm interested about this diminishment of mental capacity that you're throwing out there. Let's say this is true, that Robert Accomando has a preteen judgmental capacity. Let's say that what you're saying is true. I don't want my kid around him. I don't want him walking around my town. I feel bad that he has this condition. But I feel that this guy, preteen or not, can hurt children in very bad ways. Am I wrong?
That's not the issue, Bill.
Am I wrong?
Are you wrong about that? Relative to Mr. Accomando's case, I don't know if we have all the facts yet. It's not wrong to assume...
Let's call him Rocky Balboa, okay? Let's get it out of him. Let's call him Rocky Balboa. You want the guy walking around, even in a diminished mental capacity, in your town when he has a proclivity for this.
What I don't want is for a show, a television show, for entertainment purposes and rating purposes only, to tell me what I want and to tell me to watch a program based on sex itself. They advertise that show, Bill, as you've seen her in a bikini, you've seen her in a nightgown, now come see her be a crime fighter. Now, to me, that is duping America.
Maybe... And let America decide that. They can decide whether they want to watch or whether this is an operation designed for publicity or not. But I'm more worried about these predators. And I agree with you. Most of them have mental problems. But the fact that they do, I don't want them out on the street. I'd much rather have them someplace else.
But is it our job to make that determination?
Yeah.
Before we find out all the facts? I disagree.
No, I'm not convicting the guy here. And your job is to put a defense up, and you're doing your job.
We're asking, at this point, for some conclusory statement to be made, and I think that's a difficult issue to get involved with.
It's going to be tough for you. Just the fact that he found his way to that house is going to be tough for you, Counselor. But let us know what happens, and if he is acquitted, we'll have you right back here.
Bill, thank you for the opportunity.
Sure. When we come back, is the far-left smear site Media Matters working with Senator Edward Kennedy? We'll put up 2 press releases. You make the call, and so will Michelle and Kirsten when we come back in just a few moments.